Papa Joseph Okorie Sante was a Chikromni Kwa Umpraiso, 90 years old. Papa Okorie, Jonkwa. Nemo Mabofrana, where the Tono. What in a tone I quadra Santino, Hano, did Joseph. When yin says, or softens when yin into Tunufo. And also very special wishes to Mr. Joseph Okorie Sante of Sichikomen Aquarium Price on his 90th birthday. Special wishes from Colonel Kojo Damwa, Commissioner of Customs, COP George, Dr. George Ekufu Dampare, and Major General Insia Yeboah. Also from Ernest Kofi Sante, Pastor Kwejo Sante, and the entire family. And happy 60th birthday to you, Major General Omani Ejekum. Bless you, Major General Omani Ejekum. Happy 60th birthday to you. By the way, if you experience fever, dry cough, tiredness, difficulty in breathing or shortness of breath, chest pain or pressure and loss of speech or movement, if you've come into contact with someone who's tested positive for the, get tested with Ghana FDA approved fluorescent immunoassay COVID-19 antigen. The Tintin TTM1 say Konako test. We'll bring our results 30 minutes to 1 hour. And we're here, Claron Health International. Claron Health International is located at Airport Residential Area, number 2 Dodi Link near the National Service Secretariat Head Office. You can call Claron on 050-677-7300. That is 050-677-7300. Alternatively, 0302-77-1017. Remember, COVID-19 is real. Stay safe, mask up, wash and sanitize your hands frequently, and get tested at Claron Health International. The government of Ghana, through the Public Procurement Authority under the auspices of the Ministry of Communication, is implementing the Ghana Electronic Procurement System, GANEPS. It to promote transparency in all procurement operations, ensures uniformity in procedures, and enhances consistent application of international standards at all public entities. It was launched by Vice President Baumia 2 years ago. That is in April 2019. And so if you're a supplier, contractor, or consultant that is a service provider, you can only participate in tenders including price quotations issued by entities on GANEPS electronically. So if you're a service provider, ensure that you've duly registered with PPA, you participated in the ongoing supplier training, and you've activated your account in GANEPS. You're urged to register. There's a one-day free training session. Call GANEPS on 055-185-8588. That is 055-185-8588. You'll find the office on the 6th floor of the Senate Emporium, Airport City. By the way, PPA says to let you know, beware of scammers. Nobody is authorized to give you any job or contract or supply or anything like that, whether they work with PPA or have worked with PPA before, so beware. MTN wants you to experience the safest and most secure way to enjoy MTN Momo. April, you'll be required to present a valid national ID card anytime you visit a Momo agent point to perform a transaction. This is to simply help you to receive cash and handle your transactions in a safe and secure way. That's why we're good to go. And remember, the new Freddy's Corner clothing shop is open at Kokomlimle. Freddy's Corner be a clothing shop at Tontadia Papa, Tiptoe Lane, down behind the Holy Gardens police station. Only when you cry free. You get a gift just in case you walk into the Freddy's Corner clothing shop for window shopping. Top brands like Calvin Klein, Ferragamo, Zara, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren, Gucci, Perrier, Sean John, and what have you. Clothes for men, women, trousers, ladies' tops, jumpsuits. You can call Freddy's Corner clothing shop on 0242081313. Very simple. 0242081313. If you're looking for an authentic source of good quality unisex clothing, Freddy's Corner Clothing Shop is the place to go. I must say for anybody now we say the Abricha Bagana. Dr. Prince Kofi Pambo baby I will be and happy birthday to you. Minya Spring Benson or a pharmacist and Newa Wodanya Min Shrao. Enra Ewa Woda Obapa Juliana Abena Esiedua. Sweet mother. If you buy Richardson Yao Denchi and I was say Felicia Nebusiana. I must say Enra Ewa Woda so Yankopon Kosun Shrine any day. Happy birthday to you, Akosia Echan Ej Sika. Love from your husband, George, Nuyama, and all your children to you, Akusu Echa Ejessica. And then also happy birthday to you, Elder Albert Edumens of CAC Dansuman. It's from your wife and children, and also from Efia Sewa. 17 minutes past 9 in the morning of Wednesday, the 24th of March, in the year of our Lord 2021. Anope Misande, Awoda Panasa Fishapa, Inshra, Emma, Dr. Prince Kofi Pambo, Baby Aobia, Yamin Shrao, and Ewawoda Miaminia. Pharmacist Ura Spring Benson and Neso Yawawoda Spring. Happy birthday to you. And Major General Omani Ejekum and Ewawoda Nyanko Pontoso and Kosuntun Shenshu and Guabarbomu. Yamin Paibo Emma Munina. Moving on up beyond that, Kaise Kokrokoo Charities here, Project 100. If you are COVID name Isika Sem and a call form. Say no Yamiadum, Yasan Epeja Mubion, Toyota Ghana. Yabeda Toyota Ghana say Omache Kabako say Yemfanya raffle. Na the 5th of April, the raffle betuja ewo Accra Mall. Inti ubitimi ede wontobwa anaseka wuni ede abwa Project 100 me ide incubators. Chingana henyina akobebia incubators in home hospitals. Emma nkwalaya wo mfofra ebia na bibi akam kakra na yetimi di aboa se wo ba enyini ana se wa wo ba akoda incubator mu da obeti ase enti your short code da yede yesa raffle bitimi di akọ star 713 star 70 hash star 713 star 70 hash enti no anu se star 713 star 70 hash. A positivity. Now, Otidene.
I don't pay your son, yes, sir.
You then Yamias, Aqua Bounce, Yadasi. All the way from Igwe to Accra. Yeah. Alode. Social commentator.
Wow,
political activist.
Mama Gajo.
Educated fisherman.
Nah, you know.
Run, man, run.
Santana woke room. And a bit, Wamam, mo coffee.
Inyo.
Na maka che we rabande me pe biscuit na me pe tart.
The tart pa. Na impe sweet bada.
Biscuit is not collector community.
No. What's a biscuit on origin mensa no?
Ubo fi mi na maybe sa kwame na there. Na easy one on so ubo fi mi.
But you on the bi say gin mensa on also old biscuit.
No, for radio do na bi say then ya na ubo nje biscuit ya pe tart.
Na impe sweet bada.
Na bi
pe tart. Peace 104.3 answer na yedin command basis no. Daffin Finance says your personal finance seminar is on this weekend. With changes in the financial market conditions and life events happening daily, your financial health needs a review at least once a year. Your financial goals will certainly stay on track with a regular review. Sharing a time-tested financial wisdom and many more, Daffin Finance, your preferred finance house, invites you to a virtual financial seminar through Zoom meetings platform at the end of the first quarter. So this Saturday, 27th of March at 3 p.m. You can visit daffinfinance.com for more details. Daffin Finance, but D-A-R-F-I-N, that's Daffin, D-A-R-F-I-N, daffinfinance.com for more details. The meeting code is 923-4189-1 1094. I'll take it again. 923-4189-1094. Limited space for 100 persons. So take note. Dauphin Finance Advisory, Dauphin Finance, the preferred finance house. Hello there.
Kwame.
Well, and then ended up and you take them news. Then finally, where you were expelled.
Kwame. Answer number on just a quick one. Kwame, there's a lot of get fund abandoned projects in most of our secondary schools in this country.
Yeah.
I will appeal to the Minister of Education.
Yeah, Edichum.
There. They should stop awarding new contracts from Get Fund. Said the more projects here are abandoning because of non-payment of the certificates. Ama schools here boku be 3, 4, 2, 3. Nazia the government policy on free SHS in almost about 300 to 800 school buildings were constructed. Obutuma accommodate binum war hostel classrooms nazi.
Yeah.
Well done. But more needs to be done by also reviving these abandoned projects. It will help Ghana government and as well as our various schools in this country.
Get fund projects.
You know, get fund projects. Ndi Dr. Educhum on Shane on Young BB. Papa, seriously.
I mean, this is the core objective of the 2021 budget.
The core objective?
Yes.
I see.
Nice one. I mean, more budgeting. Why you mean the Munko school? Highlights now, me pay. Neviso, JR properties. I mean, but still a PSU na you need finality. A man for take the law into their hands.
Assignment
why you let them platform me? Since security for you, pay for your very debut. Or man pay for the debut. And so much saying,
the customer chair.
Every catch a farmer and say, who that have a piece of Kwame.
I think.
Missy the major party. 2 weeks time party about us a wasakam expelled.
Now I can't DJ party in the truck come out the DJ. And I
now my party in Mucho Moana, the mother party. Mr. Major you. This is to expose themselves as gangaliers.
I don't no name calling.
Oh, gangaliers. Hey, who the car is?
Aloti. Awesome pocho.
Mumbo Bianism. Oh, Kwame Mumbo Bianism.
Yan can't semne without.
This show they're exposing themselves.
They're exposing themselves. They're exposing themselves now.
And your mechanic.
Alito pocho.
Oh, platform is the H.
Okay. No name
calling, but Mutumukade mafia for.
Mafia, mini mafia. Coffee shop mafia now, bad.
Nabi, and the Baka mafia. Ejima,
me him catch him.
It's just to play a mischief.
On whose part?
And when there, man, see you on your noble platform there, Mala, ma dismiss mo, ma sack mo from NDC. It was all over. On my newspapers or radio stations or a whole lot of interviews about the major NDC. That was 2 weeks ago.
No.
Tell you. Then in their release to the press or the media houses, what's there was here on the 17th of March. No one take a decision in agreeing.
That's a week ago today.
A week ago today.
Yeah.
Disciplinary committee. One recommendations are what my fake. That's a week ago. Then you hear on OKFM there. Allocate say there. Obey in his inti. Normal on us there. We in the party. Said by the General Secretary.
Okay.
OKFM.
Dabin.
Ndala.
Okay.
Now, a week ago, 17th March, a week ago, Nti magada ended 6 days. Nti what take decision, what your recommendation, the Wabasaka to Jacobson, it has taken them almost 1 week. There's mischief somewhere. Ninya is to stem the tide that is building up in the NDC. It is to stem the tide, to assure their fanatic supporters around them they yekitatum. But I mean, on home, Kwame. Ozende nya otu NDC okoniza manchi. Mani yiro kauma onu designing the logo or the emblem of the NDC. Onu po wae na yekaiza amu wefi party nim. Nti ami gojalo temi wana. I'm nobody. I'm just an ordinary man walking on the streets.
Now, was Oko committee here?
You know, Jamu got disciplinary committee.
I called disciplinary committee, so they gave you the chance.
It's a fact. They gave me the chance to write a letter. Mr. Mon yet. The whole accusation is based on my saying that we have a mature president in this country. And then we have a good leader in the person of Nana Akufo-Addo. And if you do, I keep on praising Bawumia. Kwame, Eko store bi ne ko hu tries no ye Gucci. And then there Aramina no say abado. Oh ye ofewa enta. Boto. NDC has now become a party, as a moment described.
No name called.
But I will zero it. There, they will own the party themselves. But party in Angasan is for the people. And they keep on lying to the people. Na me say obrebia rebobiara or the whole rich on dama. Akaka no kwara na why asam. Atubiga na some oga about party leadership. Pink shit to some. They couldn't produce pink shit. Now the M2 produce pink shit.
Or a sheet on your sheet.
Yeah, or a sheet.
Or a pink sheet.
Sheet
of paper.
Sheet.
Mum pronounce or eat sheet
in your sheet. Why we Rastafarianism about
as a pink sheet higher then.
2016, the same thing happened. 2020, the same thing has happened. Now, what do you want to go for? At a point in time, the more party, you're cooking a month for boom. There are no leaders, or they are 2 more, one and or they are Pamunia for party.
One more. Now, says the NDC, Benti. In the reprise, main opponent.
Yeah, unless you are not a Democrat, unless you are not a politician, unless you don't do any analysis about situations in our political landscape. Yeah, it is not everywhere. Eddie Miliband, born the bread against. What are we talking about? Every party should have a critique.
But what are the rules of your party? Party be also rules and regulations. In Brana or party there, say if you party nature, na a support another kububina bad or no, on your party unyajina. It's your party, Mobwa, onto them.
In a party, so work at one parliamentarians there. More one. Endorse government ministers are appointed one,
including budget.
It should be the money onjina more nanto or money more kokan. You see, I'm just showing you something about leadership. Until look, President Nana Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia are exhibiting some kind of leadership. I won't be that.
party.
In my generation, Mr. politics, those years back in the 70s out and now, we are seeing a kind of leadership or the Ghanaians should be carried along. But then, so far as a political party is in opposition and also aspire to be in power, oh no, bigger kind of say, I go call Obunupa phone grab Aquaman and Namsura.
One card Obunupa, what's a cocoa sa or sour? No,
Mabuya sa.
I can't so be an open. And on your Pabubia soon or yasso. And so be a boy. On your Pabubia no yasso. Yo, awesome baby. Or your neighbor some. Our positivity. Number one, Pabubo and Nibris on yasso.
That message. That message. It's a Kwame, Ewa.
But I mean, our party so trouble, not untro.
Muntro.
Beta.
The baby. Aya, Sebita Frache. Obi indoor there, whatever do. Obi imbu there, whatever ibu. So go to baby and nation go find you want to nation baby. I shall see fee baby able to now catch all that choletta, but I never was actually at go. Hey, me a zombie. And I'm meeting.
Is it that when I want in Mona
or Rukodu or your fear until let us back it?
O party chairman, I can't seem be fan on. Sabu, who do ya Robashe? Ono Sunchon Fatal. On your backing of Danado, only your party chairman.
Also, can some of the chair.
And San America and Nana Kenry.
No, the best first.
A kind face.
Dabby. On the first. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
But are your party chairman?
Oh,
na party so enche wo
me nyini na mo get sure there he own to me lead the NDC to victory. I me endorse as party chairman.
E ka de pa bodakpi.
No, makada me pia adi Alaji Wudu ya
sorry, forgive me. It's na pe Wudu ya.
I have been proved right. Or the NDC I got defeat. No, the honor was a pink sheet, no, I should coat and tie one in them court. One was a man.
Nancha was the case.
Now, Franca was some considerable Franca Usudu. What is in getting into we use Alote Jacobs, NDC sacks Alote Jacobs. Oh, there's no news. Alote has sacked himself, and the NDC who I endorse are fine, but at least there should be a finance to one statement.
You mean finesse?
Finesse. Oh, I mean the one you know.
Ain't I'm rich round.
No, Jam school. Mr. Me here as the school. Nenima.
Me catch him.
If you let them, what's it there? Say, once KB or more, and then one year maybe or more. In my response, to more letter, some of sister stations there. Police regional headquarters or
Central region.
Central region. Until one got reported there, one simple dama was a mommy. Simple dama was a mommy. And then was one t-shirts bram. And then was bram posters. And then was bram cars.
The Pazibi and you one car, one ID card, one letters, one letter.
Language and I'm them language and Zumuto Ibrahim Mama. So on feed and see a party car. Chairman be annual.
Now Ibrahim Mama on Land Cruiser.
No, Mutefino.
And Jeremy Bisa non chichi.
No, Mutefino. Mr. Name you know Ibrahim. So soft, so nice.
One fan chawa.
One fan cham, but so mudukra. And the Mutu Anka there, halfway Mutie or the cham so
almost a dash.
A dash. And then I cherish him in my heart because of his character and the way he approached people.
Ibrahim is generous, everybody knows that.
No, I'm not. I need to say it. So I know the Woofy dead, I'm a car and ones as well. One for papers in bra.
Now, kind of papers or Zima?
The kind of papers are.
Because I'm a half Dutch and half sailor.
What about Obabato? Going.
Ain't the NDC need Japazibi and you?
Man, who Japazi and NDC was a more
ID card.
ID card, Mamma, one check you put me, you know, no more. Man, sign one check. It was my deputy chairman and secretary and treasurer. One was saying, I've never once couple. I don't go and collect their money. The main you go say was Bogumu or Cape Coast Sports Stadium.
Ebe you go say.
Ebe.
Yeah, na chamba kanwa.
And you go say.
I'm not trying to me.
And you go say, "Ja, me organization we more your mama or your firm what to once and what boy you mean." Ubi someone there, Sika was here the organization.
Obeje ebubu nentin.
More than two for me now. Njane bubu na no better than two. Bubu na no better. Na human. And human are boy no yet the party.
Dav girls for Mamos at one of the bubu no so.
But no,
and if you own to
no, and human are boy no was so far. And when they don't know how was so far, I don't know I am what boy you don't say bubu no so the wobotu. And the Gwami. Singapore, what do you hear them program? Manganga, regional minister. Welcome, Bo, Mama here. Nemo want you don't break it, Alutine.
Nche be also strengthen your actually dumba.
Wow.
Oh, Kwame.
Regional party chairman.
Nche be some. Maybe also 100 was there to dumbra, but 100 in Yikasi. Alute?
Waka cho the shaking tea for bra. The moon function in Akashi, you could do nothing. Na jump asidu ehwa nje amede we meza on home
pass mama
on home there sisi abe mi meduri me say me have my social commentary and I'm happy always to be at Peace FM, the greatest and the biggest platform. I go lia tipo on to mfano sword na aje bobapo otumu bobi mo nti Kwame asam no more thing they are just satisfying their supporters amanfo ehwe bufu awabo party num there and that was that grassroots fund
Ebanda
na ja adina enyimide wala ebinum ebien was wo fi strong room wo dey mega I go say womanity bo amani biscuit mo ogbani egwana when they signed 13 of their pinches war year calculation nje go ya actuarial scientists osani we general is an old guy in the game onyende na oko strong room one wa calculate results na ye treji ya edi na ya asembia na ne kabe ba mamidi je won yin there Rollins nyami afra nekra na nusunsum ote NDCC osende is the only person in this country constitution and manifesto or the moje or the signing.
I'll tell maybe some final set of questions, but before me do honor, obviously, Alote, without you, we garnered 13 votes in the seats in the central region. Under your watch, we lost 10. You were a traitor. Bob Okele Nozono by Marabado. And then this one says, precisely at the point when you begin to develop a conscience, you must find yourself at war with your society. Quote from James Baldwin, Brad Sami Teshi, also, I salute Alote as a man of integrity and conscience. And then Obese, Ma Aloterian, the man Alote is biting the finger that fed him and made him who he is. He's just a shameless opportunist. Alote, how do you react to them? One, what's the sabi NDC no ahwa na aye kodwo Alote? Ende ehunde MPP for abenti and you won Zagwer. Na when you ansho my NDC ayama ono yakwe. Two, hon without you, the NDC won in Central Region. Under you, they lost. We influence on you.
I was part of NDC.
And I'm put your champagne. I say, Chairman General, sack the sacked Alote from your studio, or else I will sack you too. By the way, regards to all of you. That sidebar.
Yeah, oh my regards are not there. Or you over the bar there, or the sack
Anyway,
Bobby.
Yes, Alote.
Sometimes you don't need to respond to such write-ups. Them WhatsApp messages over here. Sometimes, we're ignorant.
Of what?
When you Central Region, no when you contribution near the party number that level. My 2016 party Nulusi. And this is not the first time. That isn't the first time. Kwame Nasota, Obakacho. Central region is a swing region. Dynamics in is quite different. There was a time you two. It was a logic of Siana Buame, he has about 9, he has about 11, he has about 16. Now they can write whatever they like. Now, Kwame Inyima, some people don't know even my background. They just stand up and say anything, anyhow. Kwame, I have been a poultry farmer. Look, I own lands. Kwame, I own lands. Own. No, never one. I want it. I own lands. And then Jafes Magada, I guess money about Casamoti. But they don't know. When you mean by the background, they say anything anyhow. Yes. I will say NDC fed me because I worked for NDC during Professor Mo's time. As uneducated as I am, Professor Mo's on ECG board. It's unheard of. Why wouldn't they ask themselves why? Because when you move one America there were in quotes.
I'm in quote to be a
fresh hope my mind.
I'm in quote to be
what's it there? A crew was there on Pierre the power generation board in Pierre electricity company. They were fighting against me. Yes, Professor Moose stood his ground. The Minya Luteruko. Kwame, it's an achievement. It's an achievement of my contribution to the progress of the party. And I am on the fingers. On Sami photo, Oga can be. Fingers that fed you, fingers that were. Now, so you know your photographer.
But that was several years ago.
And several years ago, photography and also be PDC man, also be MC, also be DC, also be deputy minister. Some of them they will come on platform and say the MPP is practicing nepotism.
In a property owning.
Nepotism. Now your regional minister for a deputy regional minister for Eastern region. Now aunt. Patience Ado, only regional minister. Then you have the audacity to come on there. Is it the kind of politics you are doing? Removing somebody's mote from his eye and leaving yours. That's the kind of politics you are practicing. See, immediately you straighten it back, you become an enemy. But I don't believe in personality cult. Look, I have moved academy. Why him? I was his campaign manager.
Even against him.
Against him that.
Are you?
Never.
Okay. Thanks for the clarification.
Against him that.
Okay.
Because I can't know first filling station. Against him that.
Oya MD of Goya now.
Yes, Oya MD for Goya. And he was brought there for a purpose. Aya workers are in some people one day you can't. You ain't into young can't.
NDCC you will do.
Where you with it? Ma me you move it that.
Where you with it?
Oh, me you move it. Oh, me you move it. Yeah, me you move it.
Alote, where you with it? Where you with it?
Me you move it. As some more on
how?
Oh, then on home. Say sack me from your studio. Na makade obo home. Since your man mensa oshewinu. Because the job I love most, you've created that platform for me. And then sometimes in a teleguide man, I don't want to talk about it. I should give you the respect.
But that's it.
Oh, sure, Kwame. na mama ye free nya mo company nje go na gbogbo pages bi nje dem mo print mo
I'll teach you so bakasa ai
yo bamma no bamma
teach you kwam na so bakasa
nze bi o ba me bo mo
oh okay no check more time
oh ndi
kwam na muswe
tabo
kwam na me so now you missing you. Because apart from Alotena Semincha issue pandemic about dreadlocks in schools, we can tackle just those two issues. But Alotena Hinton, I'm gonna start here about NDC the way
okay. Na Bruha over in some wumpa.
Ain't he Yemi Alotena the Niambra Bruha?
Yes. And see, Kwame, ma Mincho.
Major Domedas.
Minchia. Wait till from pim and can feel from Mantomofo. Now, ma Mincho man pain. And everything. The Mobia, Yankupon name, Koda, and Shine won't do. Never the Chihuahua and some year, papa.
Get JBC's over get me MPP.
I will go for some year, papa, there's no doubt about it. I remember way for you that Mr. Moya no Quarren Namaka. Uncle Pon Cordona name and Shine won't do. Now, Kwame. Into Manchasa, Minchia Mugweku.
But are there Wednesday Kokrokoo you get channel?
Because the whole of this year, Jensen and Car.
Your
job day was just about coming on air. Nanti Gloria was the boy who's from
Oh, I don't walk on who is Kakao, also 2 pet. No, what will you use?
Kwekubago. Also,
me know Zuba. Charlie, I will meme and English Mama Zunama.
Kwame,
Alotena Semi. See, 2014-15 to 2016. Nankasechua, then President Mahama, Odidi Ekufuado, candidate, though you detector, intolerant. This word, come in. Where do you me? This word, Tum, or your man paying not tell Gordon, Tumushani Yankunayim, Kakansam Fanu there, one come out some. On te mobi nchana adwen oya kaka today the man who was unduly accusing some other person and in the sense in there and the party ejina that was the party
Alote Obatampa Frances Irabna Esiam CEO campaign also chair refreshing to hear your voice. Now also as a Yako Suma Kwekubako. Inti Frances CM, good morning and thanks for listening.
Good morning.
And back to Kwame now. Sorry I catch you missing, but the party.
Frances was the know.
Ain't no reach out.
Into a friend Kaidevi.
Frances.
No,
Scofodia.
But was you?
Frances, Kofodia na Mike.
But that was a precursor. And Sana Kofodia.
I see.
Kwame. Nisanti there na party na ejana na do that na mo bia mpemfu bia woda party na no a wortun ye no kwada all over there was not a single platform President Mama on Mount here one can some amfe Kufuado ho today we are here Alote Jacob suspended now expelled.
Now Mahama no carry one suspend. Change Mahama.
So the member is a Kufuado no kind. Kwame. Emu na wana da botum. Etwa mmarpa ma wato nkwam tetera. The member is a emu me kire. Alote Jacobs suspended now expelled. Kokrokoo ayido ho suspended Atubiga suspended. I don't know, so not so expelled that. Then we are the na Kwame. Mama the children tend to me there. National officers. You crack to about 2016. You as national chairman, you were then the director of elections. But now, if you can see Ado, you win or but
no regular panels.
Exactly. But there. In the maybe known to my man within the organization, party no more. Went to more of the same one for the same. Going into 2020, your worship will be see. Now, self connecting that the net doesn't forget. It's all over. My president, my Makade, we will protect every single ballot. For some people, I say ballot protecting or protection unit. Every stage in summer walking. You go for the elections 2020. Kwame to date to win there. This NDCC for the more collated sheets. Oh yeah, pink sheets. Oh yeah, we find a constituency region. One fan chair to date. That is not a bother to you. And on the account of that, Kwame, on the account of that, Esia Dunkatia, Sami Jemfi, Otokono, then we find a candidate. No, your candidate in Sanchez is no more the candidate. Former president urged their supporters onto the streets for continuous 3 weeks. Now I'm in charge and that. I've been to be your regional organizer. Or your Greater Accra regional organizer. In fact, the nerve center of entire political architecture, Greater Accra, only organizer. And the mother want to go in there. As far as he's concerned, and this Lawson cannot be blamed on the EC. Or say look at that. NDC ni collated sheets are and if indeed it is true, they are just the same as the EC.
What does that have to do with reality?
I am telling you that these are national officers who decided to sleep on their job. Okay? Sleep on their job, urged their supporters to riot on the streets, and rather instead of being questioned and being brought to account, they are diverting attention. Why expel Alute? Why suspend Atubiga? These are the questions that are standing in front of you.
But a one-on-one party, they run it the way they want to. On or for women.
Kwame. Some of them, and now let me join this quickly. My head in be there. Honorable Idrisu.
Haruna
Idrisu. Muntaka Mohammed. Mubarak. Ayarga Kamu. Suhini. And Ekuya spokesperson on interior no Agaga. What's our file motion be to ask for a probe into the election related violence or the death in the Bay? Amazing. And I welcome it. In fact, I urge the Minister for Interior to grab this and find out from President Mahama and the others of the NDC. What is it that they saw about the morning after the elections? What can I tell one for there? One tunko coalition centers. Who's coming? But for that reckless statement that came from former President Mahama and those others, I'm sure we would not have arrived or would not have gotten to where we did. They urged their supporters to mass up at coalition, and they mentioned specific coalition centers. Seriasu, Tetiman South,
Sene West.
They mentioned and asked their supporters to mass up. Human rights, human rights under say chapter offend human rights. In fact, the state reserves the power to take one's life if they decide, okay, to engage in rioting, violence, and anything that may disturb. It is in human rights. It is here. It is more or less like a fight against the state. That's what they did. The Tunko coalition centers or Sunday, some are intending to steal the will of the people.
Peace FM.
And see, I welcome the motion. I want to believe that there's a blogger now we decide, but I hope and pray that it is true. And the minister must grab this opportunity, and that probe must invite President Mahama and all those to come and tell the rest of the world what is it that they saw, for which reason they urged their supporters to mass up at those centers. Now, Kwame, Mark and them now.
Me too.
Mark and them. Mama did churchy. And there. Former President Mahama. Sir, Omani na. So, Buffy there, as characteristic of us, there, Obi, Yado, Tia, Oman, or say Oman, Nasmudi. No momentum there. Yawa the until Ning soon another Obrabin. And see, either Napan answer. Ye beje matwa. Kwame, I have promised you. I'm saying that a bit better mania a quan what would you make a sedo? Because see, in the United States of America, there was a sitting president. Kwame, he went for the elections, he lost the elections. What he decided to do was to run down the electoral management body, was to run down judges.
Nanso brofa bapao.
No.
Facham, be home about the chief Machaja. Moya in the Kwame.
No.
Oh, yeah, baby, I yet some by yet summon or the winner when you to form. I tell more for what go my what they summon or the winner when you to form. Or science so Shannon Crawford and Kwame. That is the Dark Wednesday since January 2021. Ah, no Crawford. Such a Aquada Wafa. Emma, baby, ma, what's here? What they can be what about that? What's here? What pardon the farmer come? Emma, do we are finding in there? Yes, America, Sana, Kabi, one more man. They launched a major attack on the capital. A major attack on them. The then receding president Moya Ninti. Kwame, how is that different from what President Mahama did? There, we will not allow the people to indeed steal the will of the people. We will not allow anybody to steal the will of the people and encourage the supporters. Kwame, we saw it. The videos are there. The pictures are there. What show? Oh yeah, we're from the ties. What to talk about between them and the police? Igwa. Ekai. Alote. Ekai. I can't manto. I showed you. Igwa we're from the.
Oh, yeah, market is showing.
Kwame, and here
are you saying the NDC supporters not show market?
Kwame, they were all on the social media.
No, Kwame, you should know better. That's Kwame, speculative.
It's a matter. It's a matter of opinion.
No. Opinion that has no
Kwame,
basis.
It's a matter of opinion that you think that until and unless you have your finger on it, but it cannot also be that it could be that coincidental. It cannot.
But you improve it.
Kwame, it cannot that it could be that coincidental that just after the storm settled, those actions have ceased. Kwame, it cannot be so.
But we cannot yet even cancel the NDC for no way.
Well, good. Maybe that one I will not fault you on that opinion.
We can't say that.
Now, Kwame, there, on my words, or my opinion, I say, on my no 2 year, what for sure one for there. more to my one to what to eat here. Double two living a Kwame as a former president, but just landing on this so that we get to the other matters. Kwame Shada.
Hey, chuchu you.
In your chuchu
that's not the Yumukuchi, no, I've been
correct.
Landing on this.
Shada MPP. When in 2012, after the elections, Emma, a man paying Mahama, on our Inebedechi, on the 29th of August 2012. What's a Jubilee House? Wash your wofita, kita white handkerchief. In the Supreme Court in Kasa, MHG Supreme Court de Botuga, the a man paying no song, waiting queen. I mean, make good for the year in there. Court about Yankasa. Now, son, I will go through a petition trial in the MPP Academy. You're recognizing as president into whatever happened in Parliament. Principle. There might be a nomination of because we said that we did not recognize him as president, we did not partake. So, we did not partake in the vetting and whatever because principle. In Tum Sebio, or did that the pay for chap. In 2015, from Nan Sanson for one on Fanfa. When you say you don't recognize his authority as president, and then the man acts as president, nominates ministers, and you say you are going to sit in and vet them, then maybe your head, forgive me, must be examined. That was the principle. And then here by in there, see, don't get ya. President Mama, what kind, even Parliament. How they do so, the leadership, they all said they did not recognize the Akufo-Addo as president. You remember they said that?
Yes.
Have you heard them come back after the court ruling? Have you heard them come back to say that and therefore we do recognize? But
now Akufo-Addo heard them 2013 and chance why?
When the man after the Supreme Court ruling called the president to congratulate him, what did that mean? What that meant was that look, now it is firmed up that you are the president. Congratulations. What that means is that now we recognize your authority as the president. And look, go and read his speech. This speech, no man, go and read it. Public, spoke to everybody. Now, Kwame, my main case is doing that. NDC, whilst they did not recognize President Akufo-Addo, they said that no, we will still sit in the vetting. You know what I'm vetting? All manner of questions, high and low, all of it. Lock, stock, and barrel. Nina, we no party now controlled by the party, now controlled by the grassroots, and Kwame, by divinity, whatever the ministers went through, and now, says Yara, party our grassroots from bashing led by the communications officer, bashing the things he said about them. In fact, if there were people who have some shame, by now they should be resigning. Because he said they have sold their conscience. That he implied that they took bribe. That they did not deserve or they do not deserve to sit in front of the side of the NDC. He said all of those about them. And he says, yeah, my
what's the council of the Sakwa do I solve a problem?
One solve it, Kwame. We were here last week. They even made it worse. Kwame, one solve it. They made it worse there. Now the parliamentary party, the parliamentary caucus has now pledged to uphold the values of NDC. And you are saying that Haile Dusu, who made his way into Parliament 2004, has never known the values of NDC. That it is today that Council of State, Council of Elders will go and sit down with him. Now, Maji, more values, but the point I'm making is this: that now it is the grassroots that controls Parliament. To the extent that they approved of President's ministers, and the very thing, Adoya Kohumasika, Owa teacher, team, Owa nurse, team, a doctor, team, every single Ghanaian team, Abena Kwakoto is my NDC. In Parliament, what they decided to do, Zoya Akomasika, they voted against it, and the intention was to bring this country to a halt. Yaminadum, we are able to say through. It's it. One man feeling now, quite Kwame, I land here, but if you allow me, I can then pursue the brouhaha over dread.
Before I go to the brouhaha, Chairman General, you just reminded me of my days in Kwabuche. One morning, myself and others were late for morning devotion. We were still in the dormitory when our positivity came to catch us there. About 20 of us or more who were in Freeman against Sabapiko had the wrath of his early. Kwame Duncan was indeed a disciplinarian. If he catches you and you don't get canes, you will fetch water. My name is PK. Good morning to housemaster, senior housemaster, senior integrated science teacher, former regional minister, and senior MOBA positivity.
I hear PK.
Mr. Moman Aya Waka, the woman Kwamina Emrika.
Isn't it intriguing that Alote Jacobs has been sacked for praising President Akufo-Addo and Vice President Bawumia? In the heat of the 2020 campaign, the NDC admonished MPP for not praising the good work of former President Mahama. Was it right to have done so then? And that it's wrong for my good friend Alote to have done so now? Hypocrisy and dishonesty. Sampine sends that one too. And then tell Kwame Duncan to leave John Mahama out of this. What will he gain by bringing JM into the issue? Party leadership have taken their decision, and we, the members of the NDC, respect it. Tell Alote that I myself remember the meeting between me, Nico Te Logas, Abe Kwagro on his farmland in Central Region, Julius Logas. I don't know if Alote remembers Logas, but Logas says he remembers.
Oh, Logas.
And then okay, we'll come back to it. Kweku bakuna order otrano osune mamen. I kind I should go and read Akufo-Addo's speech. Oh no, that I sent them.
It's a good
the full speech, new speech now.
Okay.
Concession speech. Kweku baku, good morning.
Speech to continue. I need
Kweku, good morning. Thank you for listening. I tell you that. You know, Jonathan, by this time. Now, this one says, time is not a good friend of man. You remember this, the disparaging remarks NDC said when the MPP in 2015 suspended Paul Afoko and co. Today, they have not only suspended Atubiga Kokwanido, but have expelled Alote Jacobs from the party.
Yes.
Should we also say John Mahama is intolerant? This one says, I crave your indulgence as the benevolent dictator to let the Kokrokoo Hansard capture that yours truly has enjoyed the luxury and comfort of the Toyota Land Cruiser Alote Jacobs is talking about, from Kukumlemle to Dakuman. Before to Dakuman. And the quote-unquote finesse is one in town. You mean the finesse? Run, man, run. Champion Santana. Greeting for me. Say Obama. Pokwasi.
Say Obama.
Yeah.
What you article? It's so great.
Alote, Obisu say, ask Alote Jacobs if he has resigned from the NDC or the NDC has sacked him, what political party next? And Koma Foster, Achima Yerebi.
No political party.
Are you sure?
Oh, sure. Why not?
Obi say, but Alote and JM used to be good friends. What has changed? Alote, what has changed?
Manka.
So something has changed.
Manka.
Menochile Bibi Asasa.
Manka.
Ibrahim Kwehu Mobama half payment for cars, a quarter payment was a 2/3 payment. Still Anka.
Ibrahim is I cherish him in my heart.
So what happened between you and JM?
Manka.
I church him. I mentioned a church.
Oh, yeah, Papua New Guinea, Kasa.
Manka. Oh, yeah, Papua New Guinea, Kasa.
Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, Papua New Guinea.
Coming back to the business.
Yes.
I'm a school teacher.
Good.
Until Kwabuche, not the master me see ya. Would you side with Kwabuche? Would you side with GES? Would you side with what? Anyway.
Yeah.
This issue of dreadlocks. Ebimuso are confused in there. it's as if it is about Rastafarianism. Now, Ebisu Pache there, we shouldn't lose sight of the fact it is not about Rastafarianism. It's about obeying school rules. And pay any lawyer Kwame Kufusuzi won't come up. But Kwame, are your views?
Yes. Kwame, I say me on your either or.
On your either or?
Yes, either or no. See.
Me too.
It is not about the dreadlocks. It is about the child in the dreadlocks.
Really?
Yes. It is about the Ghanaian child in the dreadlocks. One educated, all educated. One wayward, all wayward. Fair?
Catch him.
This is an innocent child. And that is the portion I agree with Kwame this morning. Those were the points I was going to make when I heard him speak. I said, oh, this is an innocent child.
Kwame Eka Fanto.
Angel. Niti Song. He's not of a majority age. Dreadlocks you're going to see. My understanding is that Nyamia Oba do Oba here no kwampo wamfa ne pan shake do. Asamichi. And I ask this boy's father, how did you become a Rastafari? Oh, Papa, not showed by force. And then you got exposed to. You had become an adult. You had choices. The values, the norms of the Rastafari creed. It's it on your own. That look, this is the way I'm going to go. Why then would you want to foist it on your child? It's a woman. The values of the Rastafari creed. It's a woman. The Wayam Kofa, what do himpa? Wayam Kofa, what pay himpa? Why ya doye? And it's let him grow in those values. Let him get exposed to those values and others. And then when he is of majority age, he makes his decision. And now, Kwame, innocent child, the child in the dreadlock. That's how I've themed this. The child in the dreadlock. The Ghanaian, the innocent Ghanaian child. Up to this point, he has not been part of this decision, which is about his future. To carry the dreadlocks, he did not. His father foisted it on him. No, you mean child, where's the pass? On your door for Bido. Nachimata fan. On his own merit.
Tell you what I've been.
Yes, his own merit. In the school placement system, often more in Akoto Achimota. Achimota now has his rules. Look, Kwame say eba oya constitution ya Kwame ekufu no okache wa ne pe ya. Me ya lawyer. Nanso ebia bofa awo metase nkakankra. Eba 12-2. Every person in Ghana, whatever his race, place of origin, political opinion, color, religion, creed, or gender, shall be entitled to the fundamental human rights and freedoms of the individual contained in this chapter, but subject to respect for the rights and freedoms of others and for the public interest. This is the preface. Kwame, one side of the argument. 14(1)(e). 14, as every person shall be entitled to his personal liberty, and no person shall be deprived of his personal liberty except in the following cases, and in accordance with procedure permitted by law. Then you have A, B, C, D, E, except for the purpose of the education or welfare of a person who has not attained the age of 18 years. Crime Code 25, Article 25, on the freedoms here, rights here. And let me quickly add, the policy rationale of writing is for society to be humane. It's for our conduct. It's for our behavior to be human-centered. Oya writing the society. Omana abedem baby ma one adwena ya fa yan hihye yan de bia ya bohwe da nyimpa na ediye. That is the policy rationale of the rights. If you go to 25, Kwame 25 more can all persons, this is not qualified, all persons shall have the right to equal educational opportunities and facilities. All persons. Kwame, having said all of that, what is at the center of this matter? At the center of this matter is not about even Rastafarianism. At the center of this matter is not even about, at the center of this matter is the law. Yes. Kwame, Papa, and in the council, we quote profusely from the Constitution. The other side, and Kwame, by the way, let me add to it that, in fact, I am the kind that I will not go destroy the system. No. But this is a peculiar matter, and I will draw my conclusion. Kwame, and also I watch there rules and regulations in also we quote the Constitution. I'll tell you, ask yourself, Mamrike, or your me opinion, or your my understanding of my reading of the law. Kwame Obia Wakebia, yeah, no understanding of the reading of the law. Nobody is a court. And see, if there's a clash of the law, it is the court. Kwame, Oya Embra fear another assembly. And so then you ask yourself that in the interim, this innocent Ghanaian child, in the interim, what happens? Kwame, I want to propose the bar. Are you there? At Chimota School, who rules are Madam headmistress Ginado, the chair coach, only subject to the bigger law as will be given by the court. Man, the council can. Look, you can't discriminate against him because he carries dreadlocks. Because the law is on his side. America, in the interim, what happens to this innocent Ghanaian child?
I mean, if you are innocent.
Kwame, he's innocent because
of the age.
Because yes, he's of a minority age. Kwame, are you innocent? Mr. Dreadlocks no good to the crown on your no and on his own volition. This is ya me adult. In says ya mejitum the marshal yazimina fans are na morco beina mejitum there. This is the way I'm going to go on your decision. Or you're innocent. And to Kwame, in the interim, what happens? That's why I say the Ghana Education Service. In fact, yesterday, Nanaka, the Ghana Education Service, ne Fiat or the ban, or yet, no, they look. Whereas I agree on one leg. At the school level, Kwame say it should be back. Never say, or yet, the headmistress, management, so what can of someone. The first thing you do is to refer it higher up. And see, the management of Achimota, when they were confronted with this issue, what they should have done was to refer the matter to the principal government agency, GES, and one execution and implementation of educational policies. But management failed. And see, GES, they came in, they look, admit the child. But a chief mobile move admit the child, and it was to quell the brouhaha that had generated over this whole issue. I mean, amazing.
That was Kwani.
I mean, amazing. What did that mean? That GES itself doesn't have a legal directorate. The GES itself did not sit to look at all the sites. One shilling and all that they did was to give this directive So next time when you come in, next time when you come in, are you expecting the rest of the country to take you serious? That for me was around before you learned even how to walk. Now, Kwame, I am saying that on this matter, GES should sit with school management, with the father and his council. My emphasis is on the innocent Ghanaian child, and come up with a certain memorandum of understanding. That look, Papa, Achimota, Nishishan, young Bongunda, young Bongwachna. Eco constitution suma. Watch a day. Then my about to say, Muframan, yan she shabia. Obama, entertain, Ako Jojo, Ako ye. Enti, constitution also, Omama, and paying for what the school now, Omma wasn't. Papa, no, you cannot discriminate against me. So I'm saying that let not the child suffer in the interim. Do a memorandum of understanding. Let the child be admitted. But we would then run to the court. I've said that this whole thing is about a clash of the law. We will run to the court. Say, Yako court. Assuming now that he has still not been admitted, Kwame, he goes to court. Now, court, in terms of the weight of the freedoms, the right to education carries a bigger weight, and therefore, get the child to go to school. The child would have suffered this pain all this while, plus the trauma. As a Michel, say, Yakoso, na court, Oshoming, na so ye. No, Kade, Papa, Masawala, Dembe, Uncle Benda, and the Mabaya Basabasa, and the Manon Kodu, Obia, or Chinobosa, there, I mean, most particularly, Enti, Mede, Wafana, Sapo, no Medes Masi, Emi, Sir, Mamma, Sir, Oframa, Majero, Mammy, Uzobadio, or Obia, everybody will come up with their own. In the court, Yashuma, Yadnia, Tutano, Sabo friend, so Botum Wakwa, and a jide. Ma also the school nutrition, why? The matter has now been settled. Then, by the memorandum of understanding to be captured in there, the man will append, the council will append. That's a Yako. That's our friend, Sakot Jitum there. Trodo Embranidi, Wanafa. And see when they are Moncon schooler. Well and good, he continues. Sayako, let's a quarter cheddar. In Tumunfa, dreadlocks in phone school, by ya, Papa, a year under 18. Papa, me in there. You have two options. You're going to try a friend, the way to watch unless I'm car. It may you benefit. Quite so in this matter.
You support Achimota school.
Either or, it must not be there. Oh, Achimota, one rules. And let me be quick to add that as old boys, it is educational supportive arrangement. Supportive arrangement. As PTA, it is educational supportive arrangement. It is not one that it is not a legal locus. Let it be old boys na Mulbaba Jida Yenjintum, another PTA and Yenjintum. It is not a legal locus. It's Ghana Education Service, and who must have the interest of all Ghanaian children at heart. So they must sit with this father, with the children, and let them come to an understanding, a memorandum of understanding, and get the boys to go to school immediately. And finally, let's go to the court. No court in each other. So what the Bima, they continue. So when the Bimus know to what Kwame. No, I content my will coach. No, I should have you watch on school. So if you ask me, say Bisama, Kwame no Magna or doing now there's a final one.
Which is
the controversy of wage increases.
Mamma quality on dreadlocks, Alode.
Kwame.
Yes, sir.
By next week, the means of me NTBO.
Benta.
Oh, Jagana, they may time.
Answer what for you.
Controversy be back. Yeah. 1 week and 2 weeks. Okay.
Today, dismiss Anna.
Oh, this. I like that. Kwame.
Ality.
Me believe in the policy of free SHSE. Ghanaians are carrying it along with them. It has arisen the consciousness of Ghanaians. Ni sinyi bi po o she krase opede ni baso oko school. Yeah, every parent be our Ghana sisi when you the abane boy an access for one ba the one school. Makade sisi ehun zamo sisi nya the sources of the free SHS will do no converging point. In the sense there, Oninsinyi meti was a case. Oninsinyi bi neba, ono so wa admitting wo case. Rasta no so achimota. Ose atwetwe secondary school. Now as I mean there, if we should buy into their beliefs, knowing peer pressure was school. No, jade mobile boko school oba na wasesa. The behavior is an alien to the family setup. Just imagine there in Sinyiba Oruba school na wegu powder na etwa osina no wa peja na abrafo wodi konfanyi nechi moze na bari school obesi wodan
now what no di nechi
imagine there o konfanyi ne ba ogina assembly no kem aba assembly obesi wo assembly ho
okay brrr there ba se
ya jere abenti vi ogegema abende ne kasese sa ne school aba assembly enti the day nyina me just there kwam na po sum up the day nyina ye hwe imran catch hen. Yes, we don't have to deny them but in Ghana we all contribute our taxes to the development of this country. Na abanisi there mobile moon to fees. Hey, mo abanija mo so mo ba she o je ni si juma na ye na ko school. Nti wo me yen hwe ni ye ni yen kan ye me yen fa akoma. I've learned something from constitutional court in Kwamna creed. Religion beyond any creed on your demand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Importing reggae music bass as you do. Kwame, I'm not here Rastafarian. Jimmy Cliff, the originator of reggae music from the late 60s. Many years ago, Onwe still is alive. But a group of whalers, no, me in there, them Rastafari movement. I call it a movement and not a religion.
But it could be a movement, could be a religion.
Oh well, depending upon the underlying factor, there it's a religion. Because you go Ethiopia and go there, he's a lassie, why dreadlocks in tea. It's a natural dreadlock. You were two different kinds of dreadlocks. You were one now. Nyangupon obo one now, wofi one na no ye mu pain. They already have dreadlocks. Kwame, Ebeka there in the late 70s, 80s. I am Ebeta in there. Motebi abafa baby. Or Kachema Poma Obo Pain, no the dreadlocks. Here, you might Iguam in Piasam.
The Mabuya no she.
Ebu, oh no, Iguam in Piasam this year. There's a family. No, see. Min Piasam this year, my former bear 5 or 6. Who naturally. Oh, all dreadlocks. But Echo Bible no home. Moses will be. Samson or will be. Elijah or will be. David or will be.
And what's everybody school? Mfa dreadlocks mba.
Only yembra school nimbra. Schools who want more prospectors are. Those time I go school prospectus. Aya ne school rules account. Men fe imba the standards. Wotumu prescribed standards are or there.
But the rules are subject to national rules.
Yeah, agreed. On a measure there. Look, it is all about neatness.
And it is the court.
Most as now. There as Abafaba should appear very neat. And see, when the people have perceptions about religion, Jehovah Witness vote want to about SDA vote Saturday as a one call election one go to about one call. There are a lot of beliefs. Since I am recreational food, so I walk at Achimota. So recreational food was a don't do easy. Ebune India abusum we do. But there's a need for us to formulate a new policy here that will enrope all these people into one category. Say, work school, we should accept this or we shouldn't accept this.
But Rastafari is a faith, right?
Is a what?
A faith.
Yeah, it's
it is not necessarily about dreadlocks.
Oh, yeah, Ethiopian faith. That's how I see it. Now, the sages, the prophets of old, they wear natural dreadlocks that identified them as prophets of God. And they came on earth for a certain purpose. We are walking. Now, though, yes, Israel is a descendant of the Solomon. Now, been making dreadlocks. If he is like worshiping his Selassie. Man, that's my thinking. On in there was Bible schooler. But I'm American in there. Whether dreadlocks, whether Rastafari, Adio, Moabe Bialo, Abafaban should be well educated.
But Kwame, now, just to buttress my kind of lawyer Kwame Kufukai, PK says, Kwame, the child is deemed by law incapable of choosing a religion.
Exactly.
The child's religious persuasion is that of his or her parents. So it is the parents who are making it difficult for the child to have the school of his choice and not the school. Think about it. Well, we're thinking.
And also, it holds water.
So I'm saying, there's an let's say tomorrow the father falls and then they're gone. This is a Ghanaian child, and the society must show interest in this Ghanaian child. In the more you're there, father now we force and we impose the religion on the child. In the society is just sitting and looking on. So if tomorrow this child becomes a wayward person, society suffers from that. So yatatan, amonya baby jinoba pakasa. Society benefits from that. It is our duty, and our duty there, Kwame. The law must be made to speak, and must be made to speak quickly and immediately.
Here's a parent, a very senior parent, an adult, I just will leave his name out. I'll say, Kwame, good morning. Go to St. Rose's Secondary School in Akwetia. No matter how rich, fashionable, or whatever you are, the sandals the students are allowed to wear in the school is made and sold right in front of the school. You don't wear it, forget.
It's the same argument.
Simplicity. Let's remember, Haile Selassie himself did not wear dreadlocks. Come to think of it, all the pictures we've seen, well, maybe he was growing them. Anyway, I'll let the area I'm coming.
I mean, maybe. Mama, you are in a message. The GES, Ministry of Education, stakeholders, or there, he transibute. Because this is the first time them issue Abba. Na social media or schools be who admit such students. Now but in the easy okay Achimota until let's sit down is good for us.
Yeah.
And it's good for our democracy. So that we don't trample on people's rights. But today, one right ends, another's right begins.
My big Uncle Ben in Kumasi says, why do we have to introduce situations in our schools that will compromise our disciplinary methods? Let's stop this dreadlocks nonsense and allow the school to operate according to their ethics. Otherwise, we may have to allow fanciful haircuts, wearing of wigs, and also other people to wear other things that they like. When they are out of school, they can decide to carry fire on their heads. Who cares? Uncle Ben, he says, good morning to the sacked Alote.
Kwame Inyima, mo don't go no secondary school. Tie sandals be. You from body me got stockings in chassis. Na me share the assembly we meeting na warrior sorry.
It's a coke.
Na my elite ka na me in nrao. Mr. Esha. No, no. Oh, I mean, Mr. Black now. Okay. Na me shorts ni ya kakaka. Na me shirt no so ma tremen. Na merba. Now Friday special prayers.
Yeah, guy.
Yeah, Methodist for. Na ma bo metai na hwe bodomewu na stockings chassis na jite mra na yeah religious pastor of them is they just say who is that
was it Bernard Aloteje comes
bra wo kedi mu assembly hall wala but you me nyaji na me nyabaro
Aloteje he is stubborn as share. Answer about me very final round, 23 minutes more. You'll be 10 minutes to wrap up this program. It says, shouting out birthday wishes to you, Madame Margaret Pepra. Madame Margaret Pepra of St. Peter Methodist Church, Odoko. It's from the Pepra family and your entire household and family and friends. Madame Margaret Pepra, St. Peter Methodist Church, Odoko. And now so eyewa woda Obapa Juliana Abne Siedua, sweet mother. It's from your son Richardson Yaudinchi and your daughter-in-law Felicia, your grandchildren and the entire family. They wish you God's blessings. Mr. John Boache, a.k.a. Watipa. Wati, happy birthday to Mr. John Boache. It's from all of us at the RRI, the Roman Ridge Institute. We send you love and God's blessings. And then also to you, Rusty Boat. That is Mr. Alex Boating Sr. Love from your wife, Roberta, your children, Emmanuel, Tracy, Stacy, and Alex Jr. Major General Omane Ejekum. Happy birthday to you, General. The good Lord richly bless you on this very special day. Your 60th birthday, Major General Omane Ejekum. One goes out to you, Justice Ifia Sewa Asari Botre of the High Court in Accra. Happy birthday, Justice Ifia Sewa Asari Botre from the Asari family. Your husband and children, they wish you well. One also to you, Albert Chumesi. Happy birthday, Albert Chumesi, your Pioneer Food Cannery. It's from Sister Acho of Tema, your wife and children as well to you. Dr. Mrs. Philomena Daze. That is Ura Francis Daze of Advertising Association of Ghana, Hunkafo. Dr. Mrs. Philomena Daze of the UPS, that's the University of Professional Studies, Accra. You're a senior lecturer in banking and finance, and you're the vice dean of students. Happy birthday to you from your husband, Francis, your daughters, Peggy, Emily, and Frances. They send you all the love that a wife and mother can get. And the very final one, to you, Lance Corporal Ajiman Hilda of 4BN in Kumasi. Happy birthday to you, Lance Corporal Ajiman Hilda of 4BN in Kumasi. Talking about Kumasi and 4BN, a very good morning to you, Lieutenant Colonel Kwesi Pepra, CEO 4BN. Have a great day. And also to you, my man, Otto of Auto Car Rentals, Airport Runabout Kumasi. Otto of Auto Car Rentals, Airport Runabout in Kumasi. Have a beautiful day to all of you guys. Mrs. Vivian Opon Banahene, Macedonia Methodist Church, Kwashiman. Mrs. Vivian Opon Banahene, today is your birthday. God richly, richly bless you. Peace 104.3. Yatri break. Menko Kwamina Sunyampon.
That's right.
Kwamina, Yampon.
Yo, Kwamina, ma waka nakase controversy over wage increase. Ada kitsuni bin.
What time also?
Away, no time on say. The kete a fitan the tuntumbi tunutu. Aftermath of the move. By NDCC, there's a matters arising.
Mama, 5 minutes a happen.
Kwame,
Yes, sir.
But I said the Piankuna phone says they are not be. And a consultant. One time was, I'm sure, a minister of state, the Minister of Finance, President Kufona Bredo, or Dr. Bibi Ashon.
Dr. Ashon. Nino Ashon.
Nino Ashon. Which is the Mugum.
On Johnson.
Sir, you may be Crodo. Now, Kwame, as consultant now, or the two go there, or your labor must not expect bigger salary increment or adjustment. Kwame, that's more than me tell you. So this is saying, man, COVID budget, my woman on yet a home room or enough fiscal space. Are you able to afford or your adjustment also? Obey. Okay, Tonko a pro. A man for Sunday, ma akutu ntumukra. Henry ma our parliament NDC. That they will join with the labor unions to ensure. Is that what the man said? Can we source for what he said? No. Now on social media, even media are all over. I buy that, but I could turn to me back. A chimwa, Article 71, office holders, 1 pound has me. I think.
Kwame na.
True. The man did not say that I buy in Twakutum. Namum say you bubu. They obey Kasa. On them. COVID na mota benti. Na Isa enjoy economic think tank. Professor Kwate.
Institute of Strategic, Social and Economic Research.
I'm envelope. And what the envelope does. They share interest on the principal servicing. They share compensation as a major.
Yeah.
Interest servicing and even principal repayment. Na say share compensation na we say answer. Na back to square one. Echi mede baye ejuma bia anyi obi. Enti won why economic think tanking. Wa hwe ni na wa hwe oye fiscal space say pede yenya fiscal deficit Kwame, which throws everything out of gear. You're putting it back. That this government was so minded. This government means well. Was so minded that we will place a cap on our expenditure into what the fiscal responsibility bill. The parliament, my parliament, G2. But for COVID. Where economies the world over. Kwame, economies the world over shattered. Now, Sabakia, last week, Mr. President Akufo-Addo summed up management of COVID and the economy in these acclaimed words. There, we know how to bring the economy back to life. What we do not know is how to bring people back to life. He summed it in the Kwame said 2020. And Namua President Akufo-Addo tree. Na ejumafo wo me nkake osanda yimpa wehu waso watu we ko hun kwan wontu nu nko hu owu yimpa onya kaso nyu bedin Ona so na kakraba ba imponya kakraba oyubedin ona so na kaseba oyubedi Samu Bakaya Dr. Ba 2020 virtually those of us in the public sector COVID na mama aduma na ampo yanko abaya nkade onam da mu nkwa aduma ya basa nti munchoka what it means is that we took salaries for work not done. Kwame, for 10-11 months running, and it was proper. The government did it that way. Achachafo, mamu nko nka charge school na akwa mabra. Government did not say there. Mun charge in TM tracker. Kwame,
in summary on this matter.
Up to date. Yeah, all your COVID tests, more by surveillance, more by routine, more by up to about 1 million tests. Every test, every COVID test, Kwame, it involves dollars. My buyer, you're free. Moko Korea, summary, Kwame, Moko Korea, you there. I burned this called over no futum.
Kwame na tamaso.
Oh, Kwame, mama land. So, I don't think I was a pass on.
One pass on Kwame.
Mama land.
Margin time. Until land on this matter. Jami name, ma'am. Marty Casa,
my kids wanted to be Kwame. I don't see you have a papo. Kwame, I burned this called over as much as 13.7 billion. Onam COVID. Abay the miscarrying na nature. Abay amount for some tower, amount for bow, amount for Basho Wonka. Oya da offer personal protection equipment, PPEs, over 15 million, done and supplied to medical teachers, to students, to universities, to workplaces. Abay on top of shortfall in revenue or amount to 13.7 billion. Aban spent close to 11.5 extra expenditure. What is this? Then now, ya pam kutu kweku, mampemfo kaile, wo pam kutu kweku and said we to be cheerful. The president, the government took the required and the necessary steps. Kwame, now we must restore, bring the economy back to life. Anu, no man paying ejinado. Oresra edumayafo nyina dan sayam Ghana fo nyina masam dan sayam sayayen dama his kasaman oboto apio basa kra enti na yade budget ya ba yade etonto to don kaka wonya akomatoyam wonfa akomapa enti echi ne yentumi yanye ne yansanfa economy yanfa back to life echi keto no to be kakaba na echi mewe Kwame aftermath of the mobile NDC cadres and matters arise. You have a party chairman, national chairman, and it is amazing. Hey, Rollins in the party and the whole world that the party needs an individual who needs the party. Party chairman. And see, says my party chairman picture there. Man with the suminado. Man on the suminado. On the suminasodo. That's and this individual. Kwame is no more. My goodness. A chairman of a political party. That it is not about the people. It is not about the structures. It is not about the ideology of the party that people subscribe to.
It's about the individual.
It's about the individual. The individual, the party rather needs the individual. Now, onu and that. Kwame party mpemfu pi wafro was it cadres for accountable leadership. I don't know whether I got it right. Carl, it's a call, it's a Carl.
I'm confirming I was what you pink sheets.
Exactly.
Now, I want to info.
Kwame, these are National Democratic Congress members.
I wish you.
Oh, now Kwame, so I punch a question.
Maybe, sir.
Why punch question?
Maybe somebody be sir.
The spokesperson is a well-known, grounded NDC member.
Wana.
I was so well so say. I was so what's work on.
What's
my friend? Livingston. I say in the NDC, anybody and everybody knows about this name, Livingston. Kwame, one point in there, says and what that ban more or less are the hero worshipping. And you know that way, and my party no general, they have deviated completely from that. And now, the form La Sululai, or because the entire campaign time as women's organizer, campaign time. As is was the money of 4,000 Ghana cedis. The entire campaign time as women, national women's organizer. And but we will put him in there. Kwame, that the loss of the NDC in 2020 was caused by the party's own internal poor and messy mechanisms. These are not my words. And the regional organizer.
But Kwame, if NDC is in disarray, it's your advantage. Into order your deal, Anna.
But it's part of the topic that we are discussing. I'm looking at all the sides. Kwame, you have brought it here. I mean,
and I'm Kwame,
this is a broad. That's right. This is a broad platform. Kwame, no platform me. For life. I don't know. I can see any FM, any radio station that will come up in the next 30, 40 years that will, well, maybe your weight is also very much part of the issue. But Kwame, who platform me? Mobiana Sambiara Baba, MPP has Samba, Kwame, the Botra Miaka, and this is the bar. So, Sadaba, Wala Kafaba, number strong. Wala Kafaba, number strong.
Oh, you're down.
The minimum was this boy.
Can you remember?
What your demonstration and then? What's the party does not belong to President Mahama? That President Mahama is destroying the party. That the NDC has become an apology of itself. Such a placard now. Several of them. But you ask yourself, them placards in some of me or no. This is a presidential candidate who went for elections, lost miserably, decided to incite. We'll continue this matter another time.
Decided to incite. We'll continue. I'll tell you what's happening to massacre.
The topic is massacre. Nemo. Kwame. On the issue of controversy over wage increase. The president in attendance at TUC for quadrennial conferencing. Majors there. You see, this is what I talk about leadership. Yeah, we are at a crossroad because of COVID, and it is not only akin to Ghana. The whole world in every government is restructuring its economy. And see, where do you go? See, vaccine support, AstraZeneca for one vaccines. And German for the other European countries was there 1 pen in the 1 pen. More 1 penny more from back developing countries. We as a country, Ghana as a country, we are at the crossroad. And that is where leadership counts. And so I was happy. The president, Okeshia Labor Union folks, and spoke to them. Public engagement is so important. He went there to tell the story about the government. I'm happy. Again, there you were TUC Labor Union now. On here politically aligned to any of the parties in this country. In canon, no more thing. From the inception of TUC, obey a wing of CPP.
Back in the day.
Back in those days, obey a wing of the PNDC. In the until the moon. In the origin was one. And the leader tried their teeth in their support any political party, any government, they will go against you. Wobotu. And that is the essence of a labor union. There you always stand up for your adi your meme. Nti yanda nyame ase. There, I hope that they've bought into what the president is saying. Ne ajubra, because one say one man do na was in one day wunta with this sika kwema ayo da samba. Nti mejizi there kasa wanyo wana ken, they will engage government. What is important behind the scene, always to engage government. Na sabi okodu baby no ye kakra na wonso waka abande ya sacrifice na baby yedru wosu damadi ye hu de dam na ote, because this your labor fronting, they are been were experts in their various fields who have been voted into office as general secretaries to help the secretary general to administer the TUC.
I'll tell you, you're used to being sacked, Mama Sako. Mama Sako.
Me who there, if you are coming and ask them,
Emi mum.
You
and there.
Any ma. Obubo Zamrani Dama.
Nobody be.
Ne Funtaman. Yeah.
I'll tell you, and you that is Shama Robo.
Oh, Grammy.
A patch that criminal has compromised me.
No.
The Obama Samana. Not tell me to my hand there.
The man, I bet you, Nicasana, or the catcher of Gobina. Osu one. Hey, now why if they want to put me if you want how much more get I go buy.
I'll tell the Saka or the Saki.
The Saki.
The Saki.
No, but the dismissee.
Or the retiree.
Or the retiree.
Bernard Alote Jacobs and Motene Kano on Kwame Duncan. Thanks for your time. Special birthday request to you, Mrs. Christiana Hine, aka Mama Christian Makola. Happy 50th birthday to you from Kwejo Collins, Mrs. Christiana Hine. In the meantime, Ghana Institute of Journalism, GIJ. Whoever has ears, whoever is in charge of GIJ, and Pamcho, Bibi Bubo, hopefully, Enye. It looks like a showdown may occur. Pamcho, let cool heads prevail. This thing about deferring courses, you. Wait to your fees, why late kakas what we defer the course? School for now, defer course. Oh, GIG. Oh, Mwamba. Oh, Mr. POP. Wrapping up. Signing off. Taking a bow and thanking you for joining us by ear, voice, and text. We're back tomorrow morning.
So do I.
The next news broadcast is at 12. Kofi Kumbilson is next on your radio. My name is Kwame Sefakan. We've done our bit in service to God and country.
I think he's going crazy.
As always, remember to keep your dreams and hopes alive. It's all you have. I know it's a tough world out there. So remember.